Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing the Guilty Booktuber tag. So I was tagged by Pixie Dust to do this tag, and it sounded like a really cute tag, so I decided to do it, and I'm just gonna get right into it. So the first question is, have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? No, I haven't. I'm kind of a book hoarder, so the more books I can have on my shelf, the better. Even when I don't like a book, I still keep it on my bookshelf. I have a problem with, I don't know why. I just can't get rid of books. I don't like I'll let people borrow books, but that's really difficult for me because I usually don't get them back. Next question. Have you ever said you've read a book when you haven't? I haven't ever said I've read a book that I completely haven't read, but I have read like half of a book and then seen the movie and been like, okay, I'm just gonna say that I read the whole book when I actually didn't. So one of these books would be like The Fifth Wave. I read half of it and then saw the movie and was just like, I kind of read it, so I'll just say I've read it. Next question is, have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? No, I, again, am somebody who doesn't really like to borrow books. If I'm gonna read it, I want to buy it. That way I can have it on my shelf after I've read it. Books are kind of like trophies for me. Once I finish it, I like to have it on my shelf. Have you ever read a series out of order? No, I have not. Well, I mean, I guess kind of because, well, but not really because that's a prequel, but the Throne of Glass series, I still haven't read. Assassin's Blade, I still haven't read Assassin's Blade yet, but that came out after the fact, so I wouldn't really call it reading out of order, kind of, because it was out when I started reading the series, so. Have you ever spoiled a book for someone? No. This is one of my biggest pet peeves is when people do this. One time I was at the movie theater and I was seeing Divergent and I had read the first book, but I hadn't read any of the other books, and somebody said what happened in the third book, how it ended, and I was so pissed. I was like, why do that? Why do that? Have you ever doggy-eared a book? I'm guessing that means like take the page and bend it. I used to do that a lot, but I don't do it anymore unless I'm like absolutely desperate. I hate losing my spot in a book and having to flip through and find where I am because I hate being spoiled. So if I accidentally go past where I'm at and then read and see that I'm like something that is gonna happen, I get so mad. So the only time I ever do that is when I absolutely cannot find a bookmark and I'm in a hurry or something and I just bend the page and go. Have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? No, but I could see why people do because they don't want to loan out their books. Have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? Sometimes I do this in books that I plan on DNFing just as a way to kind of like go through to see if it speeds up or something happens that seems like it's going to catch my interest, because then I might not end up DNFing it. But the only time I ever do that is when I've kind of already set my mind on DNFing a book and kind of want a reason not to, if that makes sense. Have you ever badmouthed a book you actually like? No, and I don't really know why you would do that. I guess because other people don't like it, but I'm really not that kind of person. If I like a book, I'm gonna say I like it, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna say I don't like it. So that's just how I am. Okay, so that is it for this tag. I did want to point out that I have my shelves different now. I moved my shelves, and in the process of moving my shelves, one of my shelves, because I have 4 shelves that I pushed together to make into one big shelf, and one of my shelves had water like spill on the bottom shelf for some reason, and it like warped the wood. And so when I tried to move my shelf, it actually just like fell apart. And so I had to condense all my books onto 3 bookshelves, which was kind of hard, but I ended up doing alphabetical order with all my books, and I did hardback and then I did paperback, but if I had paperback and hardback series, I put those with the hardbacks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!